Hey traders, so welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Sunday video. In this video, we will talk about a lot of stuff. We will talk about some of the major dollar crosses. We will talk about Bitcoin, the stocks, gold, oil, and everything. With the important FOMC week coming into the picture, we have just a lot to cover. So without any further ado, let's start the video. First of all, I would like to talk about some of the important data which we are getting out of the US in the next week. The first thing is going to be the consumer confidence, and this is quite a forward looking indicator as it basically tells you that what the consumer is thinking about the future of the economy. The second and the most important thing is going to be the FOMC. The interest rates are expected to stay where they are currently, but the most important thing is going to be the FOMC press conference. As right now we are living in quite a uncertain monetary policy environment, and with press conference we will get clarity on a lot of things like what the Fed is thinking about the future of the monetary policy, or maybe we can get some hints on that, or also what the Fed is thinking about the policies of the Trump's tariff policies, inflation talks about the inflation, interest rates, tax cuts, stuff like this. So yeah, it's going to be quite important to keep an eye on, and a lot of volatility is expected in the markets in the upcoming week with the FOMC. We are right now on the chart of the euro, and let's just talk about it first. So for the euro, like if we see the DXY, so if we see the DXY, the dollar is showing some immense strength and the dollar is continuing to rise. The reason behind this is that you have a strong US economy and you still have somewhat of elevated inflation, and that's why you have still somewhat of elevated interest rates. And the Fed is expected to cut their interest rates at a slower pace than the other central banks. So other central banks are expected to cut rates like this, while the Fed is expected to cut rates like this, which is keeping the dollar relatively strong against some other major currencies. That's why we are seeing that the euro is tumbling against the dollar in the longer run. We are seeing that the pound is struggling against the dollar in the longer run. And for the pound, I'm quite interested in the pound, and going into the next week, I'm looking to short this. For the fundamentals, I have told you the basics, general overview of the fundamental picture for the pound as the dollar remains strong, and the other central banks are expected to cut rates at a slower pace than the Fed, which is keeping the dollar strong. So for the pound, this was a quite a good support area. We rejected from it multiple times, but now we are testing it as a resistance area. And I'm quite interested in this area, and I'm looking to enter into some shorts at this area going into the next week. Same thing for the euro too, but I just like the technical setup on on the pound more than the euro. But still, for the euro, I'm eyeing this 106 level, and if we can retest this 106 level before FOMC or maybe after FOMC, whatever you can say. But if we retest this 106 level, then I am interested in some shorts, in some swing shorts actually on the euro too, along with pound, because the longer run picture. Uh, for the dollar remains quite bullish, and for the same reason you are seeing that the US stocks like the Nasdaq, the S&P 500 are rising because the economy is quite strong. Yes, the interest rate thing is a little negative for them, but the economy overall stands strong, which is quite a bullish thing for the US stocks. Talking about the NAS 100 Nasdaq, I'm currently in some longs on the Nasdaq, and I have my profits secured on the Nasdaq with a trailing SL. And for this position, I shared its analysis ahead of time for free in my free Telegram channel. I will drop the link in description. I share a lot of analysis of different assets with proper technical and fundamental reasons of different assets in my free Telegram channel ahead of time. So if you are interested in that, I will drop the link in description. You can join from the link in description. So for the Nasdaq, I have my SL trailed into the profits, and if on the FOMC meeting, the Powell comes out as hawkish, then obviously this can hurt the story for Nasdaq a little bit, and we can see somewhat of a correction move on the Nasdaq. And if we see that correction move, then the thing is that in the longer run, the Nasdaq or overall the US stocks, they all remain quite bullish. Why? The first thing is because you have a pro-America president. The second thing is because he is going to do some rate cuts. Okay, sorry, tax cuts for companies, which for the US based companies, which is good thing for the indexes as a whole. And the third thing is that you have a relatively less uncertainty in the world overall. So this is again a good thing for risk on assets like the Nasdaq, the S&P 500, or the Bitcoin. And the fourth thing is going to be that the consumer is quite healthy, quite strong economically, and the economy as a whole is quite doing well. So which keeps like all these things are quite bullish for the US indexes, and I don't think so that the story will change like very soon. So that's why I am in the longer run bullish on the Nasdaq. I'm bullish on the S&P 500. I'm bullish on the Bitcoin. Generally, I'm bullish on all the risk on things. And even if with FOMC, even if this thing trails me out of my position and we see a big correction on the Nasdaq, maybe at this level or at this level, then I will be still looking to buy the dips. And same thing, let's talk about the S&P 500. Same thing for the S&P 500 too. The technicals are quite bullish and the fundamentals are as the same as for the Nasdaq. We saw S&P 500 creating a new all-time high in the last week, and I'm not currently in a trade on the S&P 500, but I'm looking to enter in one. So with the FOMC, if we see a bigger correction at this level or maybe even lower, uh, you can say at this level, then still I will be looking to buy the dips as the overall longer run picture remains bullish for the US stocks, for the risk on things. Talking about the Bitcoin, I'm in some position on Bitcoin too. I have my SL trail into the profits, and I'm quite happy to say that I nearly caught the bottom on the Bitcoin for the time being. For this trade, its analysis was also shared for free in my free Telegram channel. So yeah, it's quite valuable, and I shared quite valuable things there. So if you are interested in that, then you can surely join that for free. The link, you will find the link in the description. So for the Bitcoin, I have my SL train into the profits, and same thing for the Bitcoin too. If the Powell, if the Fed comes out as hawkish on the FOMC, then we can see some profit taking moves on the Bitcoin. But this doesn't mean that this is the top. This just only means that you have to be patient, you have to be disciplined, and you have to wait for the new proper technical bottom or setup to buy the dip. And again, in my view, this is going to be a very good thing, or uh, uh okay, I can't remember the word for that, never mind. In my view, it's going to be a very good thing to keep on buying the Bitcoin, because like the longer run picture is remaining bullish for the Bitcoin, as you have a pro crypto president and all the other things which I told you about the Nasdaq. So, because of stuff like this, I think that the potential for the Bitcoin very well remains to the upside. And even if a dip happens with the FOMC, I will be still looking to buy the dip. Talking about the gold. So, gold is quite interesting these days, despite a strong dollar, despite some strong yields, despite a strong economy, despite elevated interest rates, gold is continuing to rise. And this can be because of some few things, which may be some uncertainty uh, about the policies of the Trumps, some geopolitical tensions which are currently in the Russia-Ukraine, stuff like this. Gold obviously technically is performing very well, but the fundamental picture for remains neutral on gold. I am not interested in longs, neither I am interested in shorts on gold. I'm just waiting for fundamentals to be clear. And let's be honest, if the fundamentals turn bullish for gold, if we see some dovish Powell speech, stuff like this, then I will be looking to buy the dips in gold. If some dips like this happen, then I will be looking to long them, or even if it breaks all-time highs, then still I will be looking for a technical setup to form, and then I will be looking to buy even at the higher levels, because if fundamentals are bullish, then I'm bullish on that thing, and I'm just looking to enter in the direction of the fundamentals. Talking about the Russell is also quite a interesting chart, and if like let's be clear, if Fed comes out hawkish again, if the Fed comes out hawkish, then this thing can very well like correct at a much larger pace than we can even expect. Why? Because the companies which are included in the Russell index, they are very much sensitive to the interest rates. So if Powell comes out as hawkish, then we can see it tumbling big time. But again, this doesn't mean that this is the end for the Russell. The longer run picture for the US indexes, I'm telling you again and again that in my view, every dip on Bitcoin on US indexes like the Russell, the Nasdaq, the S&P 500. In my humble opinion, every dip on them is a buying opportunity. I have a trade in Russell. As for the Nasdaq and Bitcoin, I share its analysis too ahead of time in my free Telegram channel. And even if a big dip happens on Russell, even if I get stopped out on Russell, I will not be worried. I will be looking to buy the dip on Russell. And for the Russell, to be very honest, I think that to this 2000 by 2050 level, this is quite interesting. And if a dip happens, then I will be very much interested to buy the Russell at this area to hold it for the long term. So yeah, Russell is quite interesting to me, and as a whole, all the US indexes look quite interesting to me. For the Dow Jones is not giving us any position to enter. I'm still monitoring it, and with the FOMC, if we see some dips like this, or maybe like this, some bigger dips, then I will be looking to buy the Dow Jones too. So the summary of all of this is that I'm quite bullish on all the US indexes. I'm quite bullish on the dollar, and I am bullish on the Bitcoin. And with the FOMC, I'm just looking for the dips. If the dips happen, then I will just wait for a proper technical setup to enter in some longs, because the longer run picture remains bullish for all the US indexes and for the Bitcoin. And for major dollar crosses, I am in some looking for to enter in some long-term shorts on the euro and on the pound. And if we compare both of them, then I am more interested in the pound than the euro. So, and also this area, this is quite a significant area, and I'm looking to enter at this area to enter some shorts. And if this zone fails out, then I will be looking at this higher zone around 1.28 level. And if we get a retest of this, then obviously I will be looking to enter in some short sale. So this was pretty much it for the video. I hope I have not missed anything. And again, as a reminder, if you are not in our free Telegram channel, you will find some valuable updates and analysis there, and you will find a lot of stuff to learn from there. So I will drop the link in description. It's totally free of cost. Make sure you check that. And if you like the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and you hit the subscribe and the bell icon button. And if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section or in my personal Telegram contact too. Best of luck, a happy trading week, and make sure that you are disciplined. You are thinking about the longer term picture, not on the short term. Think about the long term process, focus on the process, don't focus on the outcome. The money is secondary. The first thing, the primary thing is going to be the process. Best of luck for the upcoming week. Best of luck for your trading. We will meet in the next video.